Hello everyone, hope that you're all doing okay. Welcome to the short class this week, and this one is going to focus on hands, fingers, wrists and shoulders. So it's a great one. What we're going to incorporate some really nice movements and yoga poses that help to find a little bit of flexibility in these areas, and also great for building strength. So it's really good if you've been doing lots of repetitive work, if you've been on the computer, if you've been doing things like cooking lots, knitting, anything that's going to get some really nice space into the wrists, just to keep it nice and healthy. So you don't need anything for this class at all, but we'll start off just from a seated position. So take a moment, either cross-legged or allowing the legs to lengthen. And all we're going to do is bring the palms of the hands together for Anjali Mudra, bringing the hands in towards the chest, soften your shoulders and just a very slight tilt of the chin down, just so we bring some attention into the heart centre. Eyes are closed or a soft gaze, letting the shoulders just relax. Taking a focus into your breath, some nice, slow, calm breaths in and out through the nose. And taking your attention to the hands and the fingers, just see if you can bring your attention to the thumbs pressing in towards each other, the first fingers, the middle fingers, the ring fingers, the little fingers, the heel of the hands, the whole of the hand. Take a nice full breath in, and as we breathe out, slowly release, let your eyes open. You're going to take the hands out to the side. We'll focus on some good calming breaths throughout this practice. So you're going to take an inhale, raising the arms, you can look up, you can bring the palms together. Breathing out, pressing into the hands, spreading the fingers, hands towards the chest. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, you can look up, bring the palms together, pause. Breathing out, hands in towards the chest, spread the finger, pause. Do 1 more. Inhale to lift up, you can look up. And exhale, hands back towards your chest. And then take a moment just to release the hands, let the hands come to the knees. We'll bring some focus into the shoulders, so nice slow movements for this one. Lifting your shoulders up, moving your shoulders gently back, moving your shoulders down. And then coming forward, shoulders forward. You can move the hands if you need to. Lifting up. Bringing the shoulders back and moving them down. Go 1 more, shoulders forward, lifting them up, moving them back and down. And then we'll reverse that, so lifting them up, bringing them forward, moving them down. So bringing them back, lifting them up, moving them forward and down. We'll do 1 more, so moving them back, lifting them up, moving them forward and moving them down. And just pause for a moment, notice maybe how nice that feels, space between your shoulders and your ears. You know, just make, with both of your hands, a loose fist, you're going to bring your thumbs in towards each hand, curling the fingers over, and just have the arms out just gently in front. And you're going to just slowly rotate around your wrists, just doing circles in one way first. Try to really focus as well. Try not to let the mind wander. So really tune into what's stretching, what's moving, and reverse that the other way from here. That's it. And then slowly you're going to interlock your hands together from here. And then you're going to just make a few circles again with the wrists. Just going one way first of all. This is great if you've had tired wrists, if you ever feel a little bit stiff in that area, And this is great to just loosen up. And then reversing the other way. Makes you think a little bit, this one. It's often a bit harder to do. That's it. Keep the hands interlocked. You're going to press your palms forward and we'll take them up, lifting them up from here. Just take a few breaths, draw the navel in slightly, soften the shoulders. Try to press up evenly with all the fingers from here so you give them a good stretch. Turn the palms so they face towards you. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, we're going to press down, and you can spend a moment just taking your palms down from here. And then slowly release. Just look at your fingers. Move them along one, so that unfamiliar clasp. Same thing, make a few circles again with your wrists. Feels like you're doing a bit of like a figure of 8 loop movement from here. If it helps looking at your hands, you can do that as well. And then reversing in that other movement, just feeling a nice bit of space. One wrist might feel really different to the other one. And then again, we'll press your palms out from here. We'll take a nice breath to lift up, and holding it for a few calm breaths, soften your shoulders. Try to draw the navel in slightly. And then pressing up, really take your awareness into the fingers that are getting a good stretch around the joints. And then inhale as you breathe out, palms facing towards you. And you can extend, lengthen your hands down, pressing into the palms. And then nice and slowly releasing from here. We'll do some nice movements again for the wrists. So you're going to start to bring your palms together. And then turning your hands, so your back of the hands face up, and then bringing your back of the hands together, and then you bring your hands in, and then you repeat that same movement. And you can either do it a bit slower or a little bit faster. You're going to try and keep the backs and the fronts of the wrists so they join each other when we do these movements. This is a really, really nice one. It gets into the shoulders and the arms a little bit. That's it, and then reverse that movement, so you're just going the other way. And try and focus on the back of the wrists and the back of the hands that are in contact as we turn the hands. That's it, last one from here. And then slowly, palms together, hands in towards the chest. You're going to take your fingertips onto the shoulders, and we'll draw the elbows in so they meet. We'll lift up, and as we inhale, we'll open up. So breathing out, we'll bring the elbows in so they may. Inhale, lifting up and open up. And just doing that a couple more times. Letting yourself get a nice release into the shoulders. It's good for the wrists as well. And then reverse your movement, so you're taking it the other way this time. Slow, calm breaths, so we feel calm as we do these movements. It's quite good for stretching into the back of the body as well. And then bringing your hands back together. You're going to make Lotus Mudra, so bringing your heels of the hands together, little fingers, sides of the thumbs, but all the other middle fingers open up. So we'll take an inhale to lift up from here, up above the head, palms together. And breathing out, hands in towards the chest. And again, open up as you inhale, lifting up. Palms together, fingers together, breathing out, hands in towards the chest. So do one more, palms together, fingers open, inhale, lifting up. Palms together and breathing out, hands in towards your heart centre. And then releasing, you can have a quick release of the wrists if you need to. Couple more bits seated. So it's a bit like the eagle movement in here. We'll match it up with the breath, but we'll keep it moving. Lovely for shoulders, wrists, arms, back. So we'll do the wrapping first. So you're going to take an inhale, open the arms out. And exhale, doesn't matter which one, cross one arm over the other and let yourself fingertips come round to the back. So inhale, open up. Breathing out, other arm on top this time. And continue to move it in your own time. Inhale to open. Breathing out, crossing the other hand on top this time. Inhale to open. Breathing out, rounding over. So you can continue this, or you can take it into more eagle arms, either folding or an extra fold from here. Use your inhale to open up each time. Use your exhale to find that variation of eagle arms. And we'll do a couple more. So incorporating really good, lovely breaths while we do this. Just last couple of ones. Making this your last one from here. And then slowly releasing down. So you're going to have your hands just slightly behind you, either fingers pointing in or hands out to the side. Legs can be crossed, or you can lengthen the legs out. And take a moment to inhale to lift a slight bend into the arm, spreading the fingers. You can just do whatever's appropriate for your neck and your head. It's good for the wrists as well, a different stretch for the wrists, good for the shoulders. And then slowly release from here. Give the wrist just a little bit of a shake out from here. That's it. And then when you're ready, slowly just roll your legs to one side. Let yourself find a tabletop position from here. Pad your knees if you need to. Really take time as we're focusing on the hands today to really spread the fingers, middle finger facing forward from here. And from here we're just going to make a few circles, so just going in one way first of all. Good strengthening for the wrists this one, so you can take it slightly forward or you might keep it just more gentle depending on what's going on with your wrists for you. And then going the other way from here. That's it. And then come back to the centre. If it's okay, if not, just stay where you are. But if it's all right, turn the hands out to the side. And just take a few movements going from side to side from here. Just a gentle stretch. We don't want anything too strong. Just working all those different stretches in the different directions of the wrists. Then bring your hands back to the centre, nice and spread again. You're going to breathe in. You can tuck the toes actually as you breathe out. Press back from here. You don't need to lower the head. Breathe in, come forward. Breathe out. Plug the hands in still as you sink some weight back towards your heels. A couple more times. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. Inhale to come forward. This time you can release your feet. You're going to lengthen the arms, come into child's pose, adjust your knees if you need to. And then from here, see if you can let your palms still be facing down towards the floor. Start to turn the fingers in towards each other. So you can join your thumbs, tip of the first finger. So you make a triangle and then just let your fingers and your hands come down towards the earth. Let your head rest down from here. And just take a few moments, just breathing, softening into your shoulders. Head is nice and heavy. And then slowly release the fingers, hands back to the earth. Press back into your all fours. Spreading the hands, tuck your toes under, lifting up into downward dog. Take a time if you need to walk out through the legs so they feel nice and comfortable. And then take some weight back towards the heels. Focus on your hands. So you're trying to press a little bit more down with the base of your thumbs and the base of your first fingers. Couple of breaths. Soften the knees, let your feet walk towards your hands. Hands on the hips, and we'll lift and come all the way up to standing. Just a little bit of work in mountain pose, so separate your feet from here. Spread and lift your toes. Hands down by the sides of the body. And you're going to keep this nice position in mountain pose, so nice opening through the front of the body, shoulders moving back and down. You're going to slowly bring your thumb in towards the hands, and then bring your first finger in, middle, ring and little finger, and then uncurling, little finger, ring, middle, first thumb. So again, thumbs in, first finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, reverse, little finger, ring finger, middle finger, first finger and thumb. You're going to do that a few times in your own time, in your own breath. Just breathe nice and calm. You can do it a little bit faster or do it slower. If you can, try to do it now without looking at it. Last round from here. And then just let the fingers release. Give the hands a bit of a shake from here. And keep the feet in the same position. Nice and open through the chest and shoulders again. And then from here, what we're going to do is take the arms out to the side, and we're going to open and close the hands. Your thumb won't be inside the hands, the thumb will just be on the outside. So we do it all on an inhale. So take a nice inhale, opening and shutting above the head. You can pause, and then exhale, turning the palms, still opening and shutting the hands. So inhale to open up, let your whole inhale last for that movement, pause. Exhale, allow the arms to come out while we're opening and closing the hands, pause. Couple more, inhale, pause, exhale, pause. One more, inhale, pause, exhale. Lovely. And then slowly let the hands have a little bit of a shake out from here. We're going to take a forward fold, Uttanasana, so separate your feet. You can take them hip distance or a little bit further apart. You're going to allow yourself to interlock the hands behind you. Gently roll back your shoulders. Soften the knees. You're going to start to come forward. And if it works, you can do a little bit of a sway gently from side to side while you bend into the opposite knee. Just to get a nice release around the shoulders, and this is good for the fingers as well. It's often one that we will bring into the class. That's it, and then come back to the centre, release your hands on the lower back, releasing them. It's going to feel nice to catch hold of your opposite elbows now, letting your shoulders just relax, head nice and heavy. If you find you're quite low down to the floor, then take the back of the hands on the floor, fingers pointing in, so you can really let your wrists relax. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Head heavy, just take a movement to gently turn from side to side. Bend the legs, bring yourself all the way back down to the floor. Coming back to a crossed-legged position from here. We'll take a twist, so sitting up nice and tall. You're going to allow yourself to take your left hand onto the right knee and your right hand behind you, coming up onto the fingertips, lifting up. And as you breathe out, finding that twist, shoulders relax, just soften the eyes, closing the eyes. And just sit on the focus on the breath, letting your sit bones connect to the earth. And then inhale, come back to the centre, swap hands, right hand onto left knee, left hand behind. Inhale to draw up, and exhale to find that twist. Just letting the eyes close or a soft gaze, drawing your attention inwards. And then coming all the way back to the centre. Back of the hands onto the knees, we'll take Chin Mudra. So join your tip of the index first finger with the thumb, or you can take that finger slightly down the thumb. Other fingers extend out and they soften. You can either have the back of the wrists or the sides of the wrists on the knees. Sitting up nice and tall. So hand mudras are very good as well to keep the joints healthy. Letting the eyes just close from here and just focus on your breath. With every exhale, just see if you can allow your shoulders to soften away from the ears. Not necessarily a movement, maybe it's more of a sensation for you or a visualization. Just feel the back of the neck and the sides of the neck nice and lengthened. And any tension, any tightness, ease away from your shoulders. And then releasing your hands, your fingers from here. Join your hands back into Anjali Mudra, palms together, hands in towards the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, let your head bow down towards the hands. Just pause for a moment. Let the eyes slowly blink open. And then nice and slowly inhale. Lift your head, lift your heart. Namaste. I hope that you enjoyed that, and a couple of these movements a day will help to keep the wrists and the hands and the fingers and the shoulders really healthy. Have a good rest of your day.